Without question, computing power plays an integral role in nearly every part of our lives. Processors have increased in capability from a single transistor in the 1950s to hundreds of millions of transistors per chip today. Computers that once filled an entire room now fit into the palm of your hand and are found in items as simple as an MP3 player and as complex as a fighter aircraft.
Computers are used everywhere, in every field of human endeavor. They are used to do complex calculations that would take years to do by hand. This has allowed us to do things that we could not do before.
Computers infiltrate almost every aspect of our everyday life, from when we wake up in the morning and check the weather, to when we drive to work and computers control the handling of our car, to when we arrive at work and are surfing on the net or performing high-performance supercomputing research.
Understanding earthquakes, for example, is something that is heavily dependent upon computers. And for that matter, studies of things like the formation of the Earth and the Sun and the stars is something that is heavily involved in computational research and depends entirely on the existence of high-performance computing.
Through the decades, technology has rapidly advanced, and today's computers are faster and more efficient than ever. True to Moore's law, the power of microprocessors has doubled every 2 years. Complex calculations that once baffled the smartest minds can now be easily solved with the aid of a computer.
Today, a simple laptop is hundreds of times more powerful than the computer that was used in Apollo 11, the mission that landed on the moon. That's an amazing pace of change in microprocessor technology. In addition, there has been tremendous progress in hard drive technology, memory technology, interconnect technology, all which are components of any computer.
High-performance computing has had a profound influence on research. So the exponential increase in computing power has enabled new types of applications to emerge that we thought were impossible just 20 years ago.
In the early days of my experience with computers, we would have measured the speed of those computers in thousands of calculations per second, and now we talk about trillions or hundreds of trillions of calculations per second. And the information that's involved in that is essential, and that growth is essential to being able to approach the problems that we see confronting us now.
The need to perform mass computing at ultra-high speeds has become essential in advancing important research and furthering knowledge. When tackling some of the world's most elaborate problems, massive clusters of processors provide supercomputing capabilities.
Modern supercomputers are really collections of smaller computers that are integrated together in ways that allow them to work simultaneously on much larger problems than any of the individual pieces could do by themselves. And this enables us to imagine and work on much more complicated, much more detailed problems than we could even imagine without them, and to look for reliable answers to questions that are important to us in many ways.
Supercomputers are an essential asset to universities and other organizations that require the highest levels of computing speed, power, and storage for their research.
Research universities use supercomputers both to train the next generation in the most advanced computer technology and also in fundamental research to push the boundaries of science.
The University of Minnesota is a very active research environment, and the Minnesota Supercomputing Institute is a vital component of the compute infrastructure at the university that enables a lot of cutting-edge computational research to be performed across a broad range of research, including medical, biological, and physical science applications.
We needed a computing system that would enable this very diverse community of researchers to handle cutting-edge computational research. And we found that the HP Reliant Blade system gave us the best opportunity to handle this full range of applications for our needs.